Alright, hello. So I figured I would show off a deck that I made for Magic the Gathering. It's an artifact deck that relies on, basically it's a one turn kill deck. If you go first, you will win 99% of the time. Or at least that's what I've found when trying it out. It's a casual deck, so it's not something you can play in basically any format. Can't play it even in Vintage, but I've always wanted them to have a format like in Pokemon, the Unlimited format. And so if there was a format like that, this is what I would like to play. It's just a fun deck, and you're just trying to pull off a combo, which is so incredibly easy. It's crazy. So the deck has 4 Tolarian Academies, 2 Volcanic Islands, 4 Lotus Petals, 4 Time Twisters, quite a few Power 9 cards in here. 4 Mox Opal, 4 Mox Ruby, 4 Mana Crypt, 4 Ancestral Recall, 4 Black Lotus, 2 Lightning Greaves, 4 Windfall, 4 Mox Sapphire, 4 Wheel of Fortune, 2 Reckless Charge, 4 Time Walk, 4 Tinker, and the combo piece, the piece that basically makes the deck, well, I mean, without Tinker the deck couldn't work either. But it'd be at least be possible to one turn kill. Because you could draw into enough mana to be able to one turn kill without Tinker. But with Tinker, it's much easier. That's pretty much it. It's much more consistent. That's what it is. Like, it would not be anywhere close to 99% of the time. Anyways, I'll just show the results. There's a starting hand section. And so, already has all the cards here. Alright, so let's do new hand until I don't know, have a set new hand. Just random. That was a really bad hand, and this happens sometimes. And you would basically lose if this happened. But if this happens, like you have two Blightsteel, mulligan. And then you can tinker out a Blightsteel, I guess, and then put Lightning Greaves on it. Yeah, let's see. Throw both of these out. Throw both of these out, all 3 of these. It'd be nice if I had a Tolarian as well. But throw these out. Tap for 2 mana. Sacrifice this for 3 blue mana. And so it's 5 mana. And then this is 3. So you throw one of these away because you used it. Put the other Blightsteel out. And then you pay the other 2 on the Lightning Greaves. And then the Blightsteel attacks. Turn 1, kill. And they also can't counter the Blightsteel if they have... I don't think there is a card like this, but... say for some reason they can try to counter a card that's attacking. They can't because it's got this. Either way, let's try it again. So this one, let's see. You can judge if you need. That's a big thing about this. I've mulliganed down to 3 cards and still pulled off the one turn win. So you've got to be able to judge when the mulligan. All right. So this I can do the exact same thing. That's insane. So I do this for 3 blue mana, and I've actually got 6 mana this time. So at 6 mana, I gotta tap that, sacrifice that for, tap that, put the Lightning Greaves out, sacrifice that, throw out Blightsteel, and put that on it. Because I put this for 3 blue mana, and I've still got 1 red mana left over. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. I've actually could have used a Reckless Charge as well. Alright, new hand. Let's see again. Alright, so this one has, let's see, is this worth keeping? It has Wheel of Fortune. That's pretty good. I think I'm going to play this. Oh no, I have Lotus Petal. Alright, I'll play this, sacrifice, and draw 3 cards. Alright, so alright, drew Tolarian. Good. Alright, I'm going to play Tolarian, and that's 1, 2, 3 mana. Oh, and that's red, so there you go. Alright, tap that for red, play this, and it's going to discard the other one and the Volcanic Island. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now I've got the extra turn. Now, do I have anything else? I do not. Okay, so I'll throw that out, throw that out, throw that out. Got quite a bit of mana. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got an insane amount of mana. Like it's almost hard to count it all. And these, so I'm just gonna say I've got like 10 mana or something like that. I've got a ridiculous amount of mana. So then, Time Walk, so I now I've got all my mana back. Plus, I can tap the Tolarian for 1. I don't have that right now. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 mana, 7. And then I can throw the other Tolarian out because I drew a Tolarian as well. I already had one in the field, and then tap that. Now I've got 14 mana without even tapping the artifacts. So let's draw the cards for that though. So 1. So I drew that, and then I guess I'll play 2 mana and do the Time Walk again. Alright, so that sucked. And that happens. And then my next turn, because it's turn 2, I got Windfall. Alright, so now I draw 7 cards, and I've got a massive board. Alright, so that's about 7. Alright, I got Windfall, Time Twister. So I'll play that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so I drew a Blightsteel. Can I actually play the Blightsteel? Yes, I can. Because I played Time Twister. And I can just throw out all this mana. Plus I can play that. So I can play Blightsteel. Plus I can actually just throw Lightning Greaves on him. Yeah, I won. No doubt. Quite ridiculous. I can actually play Blightsteel sometimes. And as you saw there, I didn't even need Tinker. But it's not as consistent without it. It's a fun deck, and I figured I'd make a very small video just kind of talking about it. I called it the best MTG artifact deck. But to actually build this deck, like to go buy these cards, you would have to be probably would have to say you're rich to get some of the cards, because there's some like 25 grand. I don't remember where you could buy these for 6 grand, but assuming you can buy the Black Lotuses for about 6 to 7 grand, then okay, you can get the Black Lotus and get all of this for probably less than 100 grand. Like they're spending 55 grand 933. So if you win the lottery and you had like 80 grand, they took out taxes, whatever, and then now you have like 60 grand. Okay, you can buy this deck. Worth it, right? Yeah. I have most of the deck. I even have the Volcanic Island, but what was that? Oh yeah. But I do not have, and I have the Tolarian. But what I do not have is anything that costs like 1,000 or more. Like I do not have this. I have Mana Crypt. I don't have this. Don't have that. Don't have that. Look at that. Mox Ruby is 4,000 and Sapphire is quite a bit more. It's 1,800 and this is only 1,200. Oh, what a discount. The Sapphire is much better, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm using deck stats. That's what I'm playing around with. It's really cool. You can look at the cards you put in. You build your deck basically off of naming the card and saying how many you want in it. So like Black Lotus times 4. You like put X 4. And I think you might be able to use the word times. And then you can look at your probabilities. I don't usually look at this, but something. Oh yeah, I didn't see this. So to get it to get your Tinker, I guess is the one you want. To get Tinker into your hand, you have a 39% chance. Then you have a 44% chance, and if you don't have it by turn 10, something's wrong. Plus, you've probably lost, or you've played it. I've made quite a few revisions starting from the beginning. In the beginning, I was using grass. I was trying to go with, like, I think Garrus Cradle at first. I was trying to use both Garrus Cradle. Like, the first one I had was using Garrus Cradle and Tolarian Academy. And then the next one I made, like, I started going further and further. Once I got a little further to, like, see it says October 10th. I think I stopped at October 10th, and what I had there was just a bunch of artifact creatures, and I just tried to get as much mana as possible. And I wasn't oh yeah, that's why I was using Garrus Cradle, because I was using so many artifact creatures that were 0. It didn't really work, and then later I just changed it, and it, kept going and going and going. Look how many times I changed it there. But anyways, that's my best artifact deck. And tell me if you want to see more of these. I just thought I'd throw this out there and see what people thought. Anyways, thanks for watching. Oops. Never mind. I have that habit sometimes. I use that on, it's a game recorder thing. I use that sometimes on games. Alright, thanks for watching. Again, yes.